Update by Sheldan Nidle for the Spiritual Hierarchy and the Galactic Federation, June 19, 2012. Dratzo. We return. We are watching the final pieces of your puzzle being solved by those who are our Earth allies. Around your globe a massive effort is now underway to complete the processes necessary for arresting your dark cabal, and there are many collaborators in government, major banking, and many multinational corporations. The preliminary orders for these mass arrests have been completed, and what remains is to issue the legal warrants for their detainment. They are to be held in special purpose-built facilities. Our liaison teams are in contact with those in charge of these activities, and they will be one of the groups that will formally declare the end of the executive administrations of most Western nations. The new caretakers have a massive task to perform in what is a very short window of action. However, these are extraordinary times. Those who have been chosen for these caretaker tasks have a ready-to-go agenda that is to be carried out swiftly and thoroughly by these new governments. Their work will prepare the way for all that is to follow. Our holographic forces are poised to intervene if necessary. We are assured that such a backup force is good to have on hand but is not truly required. The changeover nation's military, police, and security forces are deemed more than adequate to carry out the task of ousting their respective regimes from power. The same proficiency will apply to the further thousands of arrests that will isolate the dark Kabbalists from their sources of wealth and power. It is to be a wholesale termination of an international group that has run your world for nearly 13 millennia. With this single act, you are to become free, sovereign, and prosperous. We will be supervising all of this, and then, at the appropriate moment, we will land and begin a more personal contact with you. Much will be discussed between us. This is, after all, the time just before you go to Inner Earth where you will be returned to full consciousness. Our joint mission actually begins at this divine juncture. Much needs to be accomplished together, both in this galaxy and in this region of physicality. Much is expected of you as a people. Now within your ranks are some of the finest minds in this galaxy. Each of them came here willingly, to make it possible for you to adjust to the many alterations needed to mold you into a new galactic society. This new Earth society will be the heart of your new star nation, and an essential first requirement is a rapid coming together of the grand diversity that characterizes your planetary society. This is one reason why so many of you have come from across this galaxy and incarnated into your present bodies. You are going to integrate these physical vehicles into your complete spiritual essences. This essence contains special messages from heaven, and these will guide you in formulating your new reality. Heaven's plan includes a large series of missions for your new star nation to undertake, and this further emphasizes to us the unique significance you bring to the new epic of peace and unity now sweeping through this galaxy. Our mission here is therefore vital to what follows in this galaxy. Literally, the eyes of the galaxy are upon you. Heaven assures us that the immense changes needed are now to happen, and consequently, we have instructed our first contact team to thwart the various forms of skullduggery planned by the Dark Cabal, thus allowing the agents of the light to emerge victorious. This will constitute the opening shot in the move to establish the new energies that will bring you to the very brink of full consciousness. Many beings of a high spiritual nature have come together on your world to create the conditions for first contact and all that is to follow. We are using our technological advantage to promote this plan and to ensure that this pivotal opening move plays out as heaven so directs. To this end, we are pooling our resources with our co-workers on your planet as the time is now upon us for the next big step forward. The Solstice holds many keys to what will now happen. Namaste, dear ones. We are your ascended masters. Humanity has been through many ups and downs in its 13 millennia history. Our ancestors went through 3 golden ages, filled with the promise of an eventual return to our fullest state of potential as human beings. Those who faithfully took over the helm after the fall of Atlantis denied us these joys and brutally punished us for our acts of insubordination. These, whom you now know as the Anunnaki, have gone, leaving behind them obedient humans whose distaste for what we stand for is deeply regrettable. We have long been at spiritual loggerheads with them, but this is now coming to a most welcome conclusion for all humanity. Much is happening in secret which is creating your release from this seemingly endless cycle of suffering. Heaven has heard our words and has brought the means to return us to our fully conscious, sacred ways. It is time now for all of us to rejoice. We come today on the wings of this triumph to give you a wonderful message of hope, truth, and joy. Your world is changing for the better. Those who have long fostered a world of suffering and elitism have met with defeat. Those associates of ours who have worked so hard to carry our blessings to your world have finally reached an accord with those who currently hold the reins of power. This document sanctions their departure and allows a new reality to spring up around us with its love, peace, sovereignty, prosperity, and above all, your freedom. We thank the great ones of heaven, those who have come from afar, and those who have held the sacred flame deep within the wonders of this most beautiful world. A new way is now in motion which will restore us to our natural state of full consciousness. We rejoice, and we sound the trumpets of heaven to call to the throne of freedom and the temple of our joys and dreams. We have waited long for this divine moment. We seek only the blessings and decrees of heaven and the jubilant energies of Lord Surya. We come in this mode to teach and to guide you in the ways of heaven, and to acquaint you with the responsibilities of those who are co-creators of physicality. Come, loved ones. Be in bliss, and go before all to show your appreciation for those who have secured your freedom and given you back your divine sovereignty. You are now to understand that you were never alone, and that heaven never abandoned you to the dark ones. To the contrary, you have a sacred destiny. And the right divine time has come to fulfill this destiny. We have kept this light alive on your world, and we give it back now in deepest love to you all. Today, in exultation we relay to you what is happening on your world. Many of us have come to deliver you from the dark and return you to the light. This process of first contact is also to transform you into fully conscious beings of light. Much will be revealed to you, and much will be expected from each of you. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya. Syrian for be one. And be in joy.